The world just witnessed another dramatic twist in the long, unpredictable saga of Donald Trump's attempt to broker peace in Ukraine. On Tuesday, the U.S. president stunned allies and critics alike by announcing that his much-anticipated meeting with Russian leader Vladimir Putin was suddenly on hold. His reason? He said he didn't want it to be, in his words, a waste of time.
No, I don't want to have a wasted meeting. I don't want to have a waste of time, so I'll see what happens. But we did all of these great deals, great peace deals. They're all peace deals, agreements, solid agreements, every one of them. But this one, and I said, go to the line of battle, the battlefield lines, and you pull back and you go home, and everybody take some time off, because you got two countries that are killing each other. You got two countries that are losing 5,000 to 7,000 soldiers a week. So we'll see what happens.
But behind those few words lies a tangled web of strategy, frustration, and shifting loyalties that could shape the next chapter of the Ukraine war. The meeting, originally planned for Budapest, Hungary, was supposed to be the bold diplomatic moment Trump had been hinting at for weeks. Yet after a tense phone call between Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, the entire plan was shelved. Lavrov made it clear, Moscow isn't interested in an immediate ceasefire, and that puts Trump in a tough spot. He's been trying all year to find the magic formula to end a war that's been raging since Russia's full-scale invasion in 2022. Trump's foreign policy playbook has always been unpredictable. One moment he's pushing for Ukraine to make concessions, the next he's calling for a total Ukrainian victory. Just weeks ago, Trump suggested that Ukraine could win back every inch of land lost to Russia. Then after another phone call with Putin and a meeting with Zelenskyy, he reversed course again, proposing a freeze on the battlefield and negotiations based on current lines of control. That idea, effectively leaving parts of Ukraine under Russian occupation, infuriated Kyiv and raised eyebrows across Europe. European leaders from London to Berlin quickly rejected any notion of rewarding aggression. They argue that freezing the conflict would only give Russia time to regroup and launch future attacks. Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelenskyy is pushing hard to keep pressure on Moscow. He's been pleading with Washington for long-range Tomahawk missiles, insisting that only strength can force Russia to the table. According to Zelenskyy, Putin only agreed to re-engage in talks when he felt that military pressure rising and started backpedaling the moment it eased. His message to the world is clear. Diplomacy without leverage is just wishful thinking. Back in Washington, Trump's hesitation to meet Putin may actually be a relief for some of his European counterparts who fear that direct talks could legitimize Russia's tactics. Leaders from the UK, France, and Germany have urged Trump not to compromise Ukraine's territorial integrity for a quick political win. They're also moving forward with controversial plans to use billions of dollars in frozen Russian assets to fund Ukraine's defense. A move that could both help Kyiv and escalate tensions with Moscow. For now, both Washington and the Kremlin seem to be stalling. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said any meeting between the two presidents would require serious preparation, hinting that Moscow isn't exactly eager to sit down either. Trump, for his part, insists that decisions will be made soon, but even his allies admit that his stance on Ukraine has become harder to predict with each passing week. As the war grinds on and winter approaches, Ukraine faces mounting pressure to show progress on the battlefield and in diplomacy. Trump's balancing act between showing strength and avoiding escalation has left allies uncertain and adversaries guessing. The stakes couldn't be higher. Trump's next move could determine whether the world inches closer to peace or slides back into deeper conflict.